Thanks, John. You know, we have distributed over 2.7 million pounds of food in the last year. That equates to 30,950 households we've served. And to those households, we provide these pre-packed grocery boxes filled with many of the goods that you see right in front of you. But we're going to come back to that in just a moment. I actually want to take a moment to introduce you to my friend, Chef David Bondarchuk. How are you doing today?
Hello, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, Chef, we have invited you here to our set. What has inspired you to become the culinary artist that you are?
Well, actually, when I was 15, I myself found myself homeless. I was staying at the youth homeless shelter over off of Colfax and Sims, the Gemini House, and every day they gave me bus tokens. And I used those bus tokens to ride the Colfax bus down to Broadway, where I immersed myself in books. One day I discovered Martha Stewart, and I knew that she provided the key to help me live a more beautiful life. And that's what I wanted to do. So I went back to school, I got a job, and I started reading Martha Stewart books, like textbooks. And she really inspired me to launch my own catering business. And since I launched my own catering business, I got to meet Martha Stewart herself.
Wow.
I got to decorate the White House twice. I got to be featured on a Food Network show. I got my own show, and I released a cookbook.
What an amazing story.
And it was all from accident. I didn't say I want to be a chef. It just happened. So,
But
yeah.
you know, it's really powerful to show and talk about how food can make such a difference in anybody and everybody's life.
Absolutely. Food brings people together. Good food.
Good food, all food, but most importantly, the best food.
Right.
And you know, in front of you today, we do have a wide selection of ingredients. Would you believe me if I told you that everything you see in front of you is something that we would normally distribute to our neighbors in need at the Action Center?
That's amazing. I mean, this is some really good quality food, and there's a lot of people who either can't afford good quality food
Right.
or don't have access to it in their food desert, wherever they live. And so this provides so many great essentials for a foundation of a healthy life. This is great.
And that's something that we really strive for at the Action Center, that it's not just a box of canned goods that you're not sure what to do with. We make sure to include those fruits, veggies, proteins. We follow the USDA MyPlate to make sure that everybody's receiving a well-rounded box of nutrition every box that goes out our door. Now,
Amazing.
when we talked to you, we challenged you to come up with a recipe.
Oh my gosh, she did. She's like, you need to create a recipe with this stuff. It was like a Food Network challenge.
Well, I hope you're up to the challenge. Now, I've put a lot of the ingredients out, but I've got a few in the box here. Now, Chef, what do you think we're going to make for dinner with what we have in front of us today?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, there is so much food in this box, this could literally create several meals.
Right.
And I think that's kind of the point. So why don't we do a little bit of something like out of the box? So like, let's say you had like, I don't know, the queen herself, Martha Stewart, come to your house. What are you gonna serve Martha Stewart for dinner, right? Or maybe just like a girlfriend you're trying to impress, right? So right here, we've got some goat cheese. And what's in this box? What's in this box? Okay, some flatbread and some spinach. Okay, we're gonna do some topped flatbreads. You're gonna have this recipe, but essentially you just take a couple of these flatbreads, bake them in the oven with some sauteed spinach, a little bit of goat cheese. Ooh. If you've got a little bit of butter or lemon zest or red bell pepper, whatever, you can really create this recipe to make it your own. You can create these little flatbread pizzas, which could be a meal or like a light appetizer, and they're really impressive. So I hope you love my recipe. That's what I came up with. What do you think?
I think that sounds amazing. I know Martha Stewart isn't going to be visiting me, so I'm more than happy to eat her share of this wonderful recipe. And like you were saying, Chef, you can make it your own. Like I see some poblano peppers over there.
Right.
Chop some of that up. That could be delicious. Now, Chef, I do have to ask you a very important question. Where can I find you next so that I can come eat some more amazing food of yours?
All right, well, you can find me on social media. I am the owner of Scratch Catering Services, or you can find me here on the streets of Denver. We launched our new Remix food truck, which is essentially my recipes from TV, my cookbook, and catering remixed into street food. So come find me. It's all from scratch.
I can't wait to come and find you and try out some more amazing food with you. Thank you so much for joining me today and joining our audience here. We appreciate having you.
Thank you.
Right now, we're actually going to turn it back over to John and our board president, LaDawn Sperling. They're going to take a moment to share with you what community means to the Action Center. So back to you, John.
What's up, LaDawn? Get him, John.